Testing, testing. One, two, one, two, one, and two. Here we go. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's me, Terrence Robinson Brown, and I am here for the season finale, episode 50 of the Makersville AI and Tech podcast, show, whatever you want to call it. It is here, and season one is officially over after this show is done. I want to thank everybody who took the time out to like, to watch, to comment. Even if you didn't watch it, but you just scrolled and seen it and you just hit like. If you left a comment, if you just said, yo, T is doing something and you acknowledge it, I just want to thank you all. Uh, there's a few other people that I want to thank today. First, I want to thank my wife and my daughter for allowing me to spend crucial time away from the family to just figure things out and figure things out of what I wanted to share, figure tech stuff out, and just being not present and gone in order to make this happen. Um, I also want to thank my man Detravius, who said something one night. He doesn't even know that he's the reason why I started this show. I always talked about starting it, but I just thought that everything had to be perfect before I started. And he said one thing one night that made me say, yo, I'm doing it tomorrow. So Detravius, if you're out there, I just want to thank you. Another person I want to thank is Lisa Bodytone. She helped me through. She's big on social media. She shows up every day and she kind of showed me how to make this thing happen and how to be consistent. And every time I thought that, you know what, maybe I shouldn't do it, she kind of pushed me and kept me going. And by watching her, I was able to see, okay, this is how you do this thing. If you're going to do it and show up every day, this is how you're going to do it. And also, I just want to thank my mentor, Bridget Bartlett, who kind of showed me also how to show up every day and how to just share content. So I just want to thank those people that just kind of made this possible. Um, I started this journey 2 years ago, 2 years ago, 2 months ago. And I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to go live Monday through Friday at 8 o'clock on 3 platforms at the same time. I'm going to talk about marketing. I'm going to talk about tools. And I don't know where it's going to go. I'm going to try to be prepared as possible. I know it's probably for a small audience of people that actually are serious about starting a business and using the tools and learning the tools that are required to do so. And yo, you know what? I did it. It was wacky. It was clunky. Some shows were better than others. I didn't show up on time every day. Tech was messing up, and I showed up sometimes at 8:05. Sometimes I showed up at one time. I showed up at 8:10. Sometimes I show up at 7:58. But the point is that I got it done, and my mission was accomplished. The whole premise was me. I said, hey, listen, there's this new boom in the market of business, artificial intelligence. We had ChatGPT, we had all kind of different stuff, but that was the big thing. That's the big one that I was most focused on, right? You had a lot of AI with music, a lot of AI with photos, right? AI with video, so I just wanted to talk about it because I had learned from a marketing training, sales and training company that I worked for as a videographer and a marketer. It just happened while I was there for some reason, and I just saw it changing people's lives, and I saw it changing the whole landscape of how business would be done. And I said, "Yo, man, I want to share this thing because this is going to be big, and I'm not going to be left behind this time with this boom." And I'm not. And I just wanted to share that with people that I know and people that that had people that were a part of my audience. I wanted to share it with them, and I wanted to get better at it myself, and that's what happened. So this is the season finale, and why is this the finale? Is it over? Am I coming back? Yes, of course I'm coming back, but it's got to be better, right? So I got to watch. I got to dig back into the archives. I got to watch all 50 episodes, 51 episodes actually, because episode one was a pilot. So I have to watch those episodes. I got to break them down, and I got to actually critique myself, which I can't stand doing, and I got to see how can I make it better. If I don't take a step back and pause and just keep on going, you're going to get the same thing and it won't get better. All right? So I got to watch it. I got to see what I did. I got to see my mistakes, what I did well, and then I got to come up with season 2. And season 2 will be episode 51 to 100. And after I do that, I'm going to break it. I'm going to step back again and I'm going to look at that. I'm gonna tweak. I'm gonna critique myself, and then I'm gonna go again, right? For season 3, season 4. That's how I'm gonna do it. So it'll be 50 episodes, 10 weeks, right? Monday through Friday. There's 5 episodes. We do that for 10 weeks, and then I'm gonna fall back and look at it and then see how I can make it better. So let's go to let me see. Let's see. All right, so this is something that I wanted to share with you guys right here. So check it out. Let's see. Okay, so a few sticky notes that I wanted to address before I set off into the wind for episode 1. All right, so the first thing I need everyone to do, if you're going to take this thing seriously, and not just with me, but just with business and doing anything online with tech, the first thing you have to do is make the sacrifice. That's the first thing that must be done. You got to make the sacrifice, or at least be willing to make the sacrifice, right? So, how bad do you want it, right? So, with all this new tech, if you're not a techie person, you have to be able to and be willing to enter uncharted waters, right? All this stuff is unfamiliar. We spoke about a lot. We spoke about Canva. We spoke about Chat GPT. We spoke about Answer the Public. We spoke about prompting, reprompting. Um, we spoke about live streaming, right? If all of those things were unfamiliar with you, you have to be willing to enter the uncharted waters and just learn them, right? And a lot of that deals with making or having a lot of failure. If you could imagine how many times I failed trying to put this thing together, you would be mind blown. But you have to fail your way to success or fail your way to get better. You need at bats, you need practice. Without practice, you will never get better. I don't care how many YouTube videos you watch, I don't care how many webinars you go to. If you don't actually do the thing yourself and fall on your ass, you're never gonna learn. And that's with anything, right? That's with working out, that's with being a friend, that's with being a spouse. That's if you don't try it, you're never gonna get good. And sometimes it's not going to go right, but that's okay. That's just another at bat, right? Fail your way to success. The more you should actually be rushing to have more failures. They say that in sales too. They kind of try to get as many no's that they can because they know behind one of those no's is going to be a yes, right? And just remember, not done perfect is better than not done at all. It does not have to be perfect for you to get started, and that is with anything. All right. Um, Another thing, you have to get familiar with the tools, right? These are life-changing tools. And I'm gonna say it again. They are free to the public. Yesterday, we planned our life with ChatGPT. Workout plan, meal plan, and just recurrent activities with your family meditations. And it spit out a whole itinerary for us. It spit out a schedule, it spit out an alternate workout plan, and it even spit out a schedule that we can use to put on our calendars. This stuff is just mind-blowing. And it took seconds for us to do that, right? Answer the public. We spoke about that also. If you're starting a business or if you want to help other businesses, Answer the Public is a nice resource that you can go to find out what people are asking for. What are the pain points of the industry? And you can pay for this, but even if you don't want to pay for it, you can get a few searches free per day. And of course, I put Chat GPT again. I didn't I didn't mean to put that. That's supposed to be Canva. All right. So the last one is Canva, right? Canva, that's a that's a gem. I believe we created a cookbook. We created um a book cover for a giveaway. I create all my intro posters here. Um anything that I created the prompt giveaway with Canva. Logos, and like I said, once again, it's free. They have a pro version, and if you get that, you'll have, more options, but that stuff is free, right? So now the days of hiring a graphic designer is over because they have templates. So all you got to do is get rid of their picture, put your picture in, use the template, change some colors, put your font in, or like no, keep the font, but just put your text in, and then you're done. Off to the races, right? And these tools are free. You have to get in and you have to get dirty, roll your sleeves up, put your feet in the mud, and work with the tools. They're free. And I've covered a lot about them, how to use them. Maybe I'll go into more depth with season 2 and maybe do a little series, just a Canva series, Chat GPT series, Answer the Public series, OBS. That's the program that I'm using to stream to 3 platforms simultaneously right now. Right? But you have to learn and you have to play with the tools. All right. And be the giver of solutions. Remember, you are a problem solver, right? If you're doing any type of business, you're just solving people's problems. Yeah, I know you have a hot idea. I know you have a hot product. I know you have, even though there's nothing new under the sun, I know you got some new shit that nobody ever seen. Yada, 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 yada. No one cares about the product or service that you provide. They do, but they don't. Remember, it's the feeling or the outcome that it gives the individual. It makes them feel good. It makes them feel confident. It makes them save time, right? It makes people look at them. They get attention. That's the thing that they want. So you have to start being the giver of solutions, right? So know their problems. You're pretty much the emergency room, right? You want to be the person that they go to. They're bleeding out, something's wrong. They're going to the ER. You want to become the ER in your niche, right? You know their problems, you know their desires. If you can provide solutions, you'll never be broke. If you can find a solution that you can provide, you will never be broke. You will never want for anything, right? Most of the time, the solution is uncovering their potential customers' problems, right? So just remember, take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of these 3 sticky notes and just remember your purpose. You have to ask yourself, how bad do you want it? The one thing I found out by doing these lives is that people really don't want to put the work in. I'll say that again. The one thing I found out from speaking to people, sending me messages and DMs, and then I tell them what to do, and then they don't do it. Even they like I haven't asked people to spend a dollar, any money, even though I've gotten clients by doing these lives, right? And I've never asked for a dollar. This was just free game that I've learned that I gave to you. People don't really want to put the work in. You say you want this, you say you want that. Oh, I'm in a rut. Oh, I need some more money. I need some more time, right? Which the most important thing is your time, right? Time is not. People say, "Yo, time is money." Time is not money. Time is way more valuable than money, right? Way more valuable, right? You can get. I could lose a dollar and get that back, but but the, but the 13 minutes that I've been here with you, I can never get that back, right? But people really don't want to put the work in. They don't, and you're only gonna get in what you get out. And this is why, what is it? I don't have the correct percentage, but I'll say the majority of businesses, they're going to fail in 3 to 5 years. Number one, because they have the hot product that they think that no one cares about, but they don't know how to market it, right? That's number one. And number two, they just don't want it. They're cheap. They don't want to spend money on their business. You want a 6-figure business, but you don't want to pay $150 a month for a customer relation program. You want to make 6 figures, but you don't want to pay $6 a month to get a professional Google Workspace email address, right? You got Johnny's painting company, but then your email address is jc@aol.com. You don't even want to pay the few dollars a month to get a proper business email. So you hustling backwards, right? You don't want to build landing pages. You don't want to get the CRM. You don't want to. So you say you want these things, but you don't want to put the work in, right? Stop eating out for the month. Stop buying coffee, right? Make your own coffee at home, right? You got to think about these programs that will run your whole business. They're costing you maybe like $150 to $200 a month. Divide that by 30, and then you see how much money you need. It's probably like $5, $6 a day, right? And you could run, and you can have a system that runs your entire business for like $5 or $6 a day. Sometimes even cheaper than that, maybe $4 a day. 4 times 30, $120, right? So you can get a nice little. You won't have all the features, but you can have a system that runs your company, sends your emails, manages your social media, has your website, has your funnels, and you don't even want to spend that amount of money on it. It's odd to me, but yet you want a 6-figure business. And I'm speaking to people and I'm mind blown. And I'm like, all right, well, who's your potential customer? Oh, I don't know. I said, all right, well, yo, go watch the video. Go watch episode, let's say it was 14, and you can find out how to use the prompts and just ask certain questions to see what your customers want. Speak to them 3 days later. Yo, did you do it? Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I got it. So I'm like, yo, you like a lot. Like you have to ask yourself, do you really want to be in business? And if you don't, that's fine. Just go to work. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with going to work. There's nothing wrong with the 9 to 5. People say everybody want to be bossed up. Everybody's not meant to be bossed up. All right. So if you have a job and if you're happy with it, yo, that is okay. Like we're not doing the narrative that yo, you got to be a boss. Like yo, you trying to leave it. Yo, this country was built on hard work. It was built on hard work. This country that we love and thrive in was built with hard work. You know what I mean? So there's nothing wrong with going to a 9 to 5 and working. Let's stop that narrative. All right? Because some people are working their 9 to 5 and they're providing for their family. And that is stand up right there. So let's stop with the like, yo, you got to leave your 9 to 5 and boss up. Yo, everybody's not meant to be a boss. And then what about the people who are bosses? Don't you have employees? So do you want your employees to be like, yo, F the 9 to 5? Nah, you want good employees that enjoy working for you. All right. So if you're not cut out to do business, that is fine. But if you are going to do business, you have to put the work in. Nobody's doing anything for you. Nobody's coming to save you. You got to roll your sleeves up and you got to get busy. And now is the time if you wanted to do something online, being that all these tools are here and it's free, and you could just be mad efficient, right? You can do things at lightning speed, things that would take a team of like 10, 20 people, you can do with yourself and maybe one other. Or you could do a whole bunch of stuff by yourself. You've seen me create meal plans, books, curriculums, workout plans. I've done it right in front of you, right in front of you. I haven't built anything and then came and then showed you. I built it. I went into the tool and built it right in front of you. And my episodes are only a half hour long. So what if you spent the hour a day? What can happen? That's a question you have to ask yourself. It is now 8:18, and I really have nothing else to say other than thank you again for joining me and being with me this time. It meant a lot to me. Don't think it didn't. And I will see you episode 51. I don't know when I'm going to go back, and I won't be live, but I will be sharing something, if not every day, most days. Thank you. Love you all. Peace.